Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in to Nia's Viewpoint. I know I haven't recorded in a while, but do not be alarmed. The show will still go on. It's only getting better. I had to just, sit back for a second and think about some more topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know that I said I was going to talk about relationships today, but we're not doing relationships today. We'll do it a little further on in the week. I think I have something a little more important that I actually want to talk about. But you know how I usually start. We're going to start with our reality shows. So Sunday was Sunday's Best, of course, and they voted off my main man, Michael Pugh. I was too upset. Like, I just told you guys a couple weeks ago that I actually thought that he was going to be in the final two, and he had a great chance of winning. But I guess I was wrong because he's gone now. Hopefully he'll come back next year because talent like him is something that we definitely want to see again. Moving right along to Basketball Wives Reunion Part 2, which was really drama-filled like usual. You know, that's the reason why we tune in anyways, to see the nonsense. And it gave me exactly what I needed. One thing that I do want to say is I appreciate that on the reunion show they showed some of the cut-off scenes because it was a part on there where Shani and Tammy went and gave this young black girl a scholarship to continue to go to school because she was having some issues where she was about to not be able to go to school because she couldn't pay for it. And for them to show that, or for them to even do that while they were taping, shows that Basketball Wives does have some influential, characteristics, or they do have influences on other people's lives other than drama and nonsense. So I do appreciate them showing that. Shani even said, I want you guys to know that this is not what we do. We don't sit around and argue all day. We do have lives. We do good things. We have charities and everything that we do. But it's just the editing crew that decides to cut that off. I want to get to the drama with Mika and Tammy that's, going into a lawsuit. Mika's suing Tammy. And the only thing I want to say about that is, it is what it is. I definitely have a problem, though, with Mika continuously calling Tammy a hood rat. If Tammy is a hood rat, she'll be the first to admit it. But Mika, you cannot call someone a hood rat, and you are a hood rat, too. I don't know any grown woman over the age of 30 who constantly says, when I'm in the club, I pop bottles. I pop bottles. I pop bottles. Why are you saying that you pop bottles? You're over 30 years old. You have children. You have a husband. And the only thing you can talk about is popping bottles in a club. Matter of fact, why are you still in a club? Go to a lounge. Sit down, chill, relax, sip on your wine, and call it a day. Popping bottles in a club, taking shots and stuff. You're just too old. Get over it. That's for the youngies. Leave it to us. We're doing a good job at it. Leave it to us. Let me pop a bottle. I don't want you to pop a bottle, okay? Just calm down, Mika, because that shows a very rat tendency. And even as far as Tammy going into, the only reason why you and your man got the championship rings is because he got traded on a team that won the ring for him. And I thought it was funny because I just thought it was like a good comeback for Tammy to say. But consulting with Carl, it seems that that's the truth. No one knew who Speedy Claxton was until this show. So, Mika, I think you should just lay back. You shouldn't have started so much drama and just chilled on the show. You're trying to continue to stay on the show so you can get your money, but the way you came in was terrible. It doesn't look like she'll be on the next show. The next season. Moving right along to Bad Girls Club, I looked at that as well. The only thing I have to say about Bad Girls Club is, one, stop telling me I remind you guys of Nastasia. I don't. I'm just Nia. And she's cool. I probably would hang out with her, if I knew her. But yeah, she's all right. The only thing I really want to say, though, is Jude. The girl Jude, she's confused. Even sitting here looking at the show, I want to pray for this girl. She obviously has some things going on that she just can't get together. She doesn't know if she wants to talk to herself, talk to the plants, if she's there for them. She needs to get it together. She has some emotional problems, and I think that definitely ties into why she drinks so much. Because it's something a little more wrong with her than we all know. So I'm probably sure that we'll find out later on in the season. And moving right along, I got a chance to see Lala's show. That was really good. I liked it a lot. I didn't know that her and Kelly were so cool. And to see that they were, cool, and see that they all got a chance to hang out, I thought that was great. I see that that's a show that I'll definitely be able to look at because I don't have to try to share the TV with Carl since Carmelo's on there, so he'll look at it with me. But moving right along to what I really want to talk about today. I want to talk about money. I know money, that's so just what money. But it's not just money that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the experiences that you have when you have money, and the reason why you're healthier when you have money. I'm going to tie everything in together, from the detox and everything. I'm tying it all in together with that. Before I get into that, I want to first say I congratulate Lady T from Detroit, Michigan. She was on 106 in Park today, and she did her little rapping thing, and she ripped it. Like, she killed the show. She definitely took over it. She looked more professional than the other people who were on there, and I congratulate her because that's one more thing that's positive coming out of Detroit. Hopefully, Motor City Wives will follow, but we're not going to get onto that. Anywho, money. So, me and Carl, when we were in New Orleans, we were talking or whatever, and I was telling him, like, we're having such a good time in New Orleans, but I'm quite sure if we had money, our experience would be completely different. He's like, what you mean? If I had money, I'm not going to spend all my money. I'm going to do the same stuff. If I like to go here, I'm going to go here. If I like to eat here, that's where I'm going to eat. And I felt what he was saying, but my whole thing was, if you have money, I feel like the crowd of people somewhat kind of changes. What you do somewhat changes. And he just, me and Carl, we always have our little debates and everything. As a sidebar, he had the nerve to say Keisha Cole was a better artist than Kelly Rowland, and she could sing better. Okay, we're going to put a pin in that. We're not even going to get into that. I know, funny, right? Anywho, so we were at the restaurant. We went to House of Blues, and Carl decided to ask one of the waiters, like, if I had $1 million, where would you tell me to go down here in New Orleans? Like, what is there to do? He's like, well, if you had $1 million, you can do this, this, this. And then Carl, basically trying to get somebody to see if what I said was true. He's like, no. If I had $1 million, is it things that you can do here, like for the elite? And the guy, he, being real incognito and low-key, he looks around and stuff. And he's like, well, actually here at the House of Blues, a lot of people don't know about it. But we have this room called the Foundation Room. And it's upstairs. And regular people coming into this restaurant would never know about this. It's actually in every single House of Blues, where it's called the Foundation Room. The decor is supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be just such a nice thing. They have huge buffets, and it's just really for the elite, the VIP. Perhaps it's not like VIP at Elysium in Detroit. You pay $20 and you get in. This is the type of VIP where the only way you can even come to it, you have to be invited. You can't come off the street, have a couple dollars, try to pay your way into there. No, you have to be invited to the Foundation Room. And I'm like, it's crazy because they say money is the root of all evil. And I definitely agree, because people do some crazy things for money. But when you have financial backings, life is actually different. Bringing right along to what happened to us today. Me and Carl, we're doing our little healthy thing now and changing our lifestyle, not being on a diet, but actually changing our lifestyle for the better. So we decided to go to Whole Foods today and shop. And I'm sure it's a Whole Foods in Michigan as well. So we went there, and to make the long story short, we actually bought 18 items. 18 items came up to $100. Whereas we could go to Walmart, buy 18 items, and maybe, what you say, Carl, maybe $50, $65?
Yeah. About
$50, $65. So I'm like, wow. And Carl, at first, because what we're used to, we're like, looking like, what can we put back? Do we really need this? Well, maybe we can use organic this, but we don't need organic that. Well, we can get our meat from here because it doesn't have that artificial flavor in it. It's not processed. It's all natural, but we're not going to get this from there. And I learned that the reason why we were thinking like that is how we were raised. Don't get me wrong, mommy, I love you. You did an excellent job raising me. But because in the African American society as a whole, the way we were raised was more quantity than quality. The reason why I say that is, at the Whole Foods store, you can get 2 slices of pizza for $5. Okay, 2 slices for $5. But how I was raised, why would I get 2 slices of pizza for $5 when I can go down the street to Little Caesars and get a large pizza for $5? Quantity over quality. It doesn't have that trans fat, that gluten, that all that saturated fat and everything that you don't need in your body that makes you have to do a detox anyways. If you just go with the organic, natural pizza. But no, I want to get more for my buck. That's something that you know is in a black household. You get more for your dollar. Stretch a dollar. No, let's stop stretching the dollar, because now that we've stretched this dollar, we got stretch marks. Okay, no, seriously. But seriously, stretching dollars is getting people stretch marks. Because we done stretched this dollar in Walmart, getting what we thought. Oh, FYI, when you get ground turkey breast from Walmart, you think it's breast. I found out it's really ground turkey thigh. It's not even a breast. Real turkey breast is going for $5.99 a pound, which we did get. And it's like, wow, I've noticed that in order to be healthy, you actually have to have some financial backing. Why would I go to the grocery store and spend all this money when I can go to McDonald's and get a bunch of stuff off the 99-cent menu and be full? When I was younger, I would think, well, skip grocery shopping, I'm going to the 99-cent menu. But now, after doing detoxes, after gaining weight, after stretching that buck and getting these stretch marks, I've noticed that this is not what I want for my life. I'd rather spend more money on better quality of food that is going to make me healthy, give me longevity when it comes to living, give me more energy, than to put something in my body that's really not helping me in the long run. Immediately, yeah, it's helping your pocket. Don't get me wrong. I told you I paid $100 for 18 items, which is not helping my pocket, but it's helping my health. And then we have to start thinking, people, what really matters more? Because you can get all the cheap stuff that's not good for you. Not saying that everything at Walmart is bad. I'm not saying that. But you can get a lot of cheap stuff that's not good for you and be okay for that day. But at the end of the day, what is that doing for your life? You know what I'm saying? So we have to start thinking like that. Now that I'm getting older, it's so funny because my mom said it all the time. Like, yeah, okay, you see me circling. Because I used to laugh at her. My mom's daily newspaper was the food paper circling like different stuff from every grocery store that had the best deal. Like, okay, this grocery store got the deal, this one got the deal. We'll go from grocery store to grocery store getting all this stuff, but we got great deals for all of it. So I used to laugh at my mom like, Mom, what are you doing that for? She's like, okay, when you get old enough and you got to go grocery shopping, you're going to be circling the same stuff trying to find where the best deals are. And at the end of the day, that's what I was doing originally. But now, how my body feels, I notice that, yeah, those good deals are good for that time, but it's not really helping me out in the long run. Meat, for example. We used to get so much meat for Walmart. I told Carl this before, like, Walmart, it's crazy why Walmart is so cheap. Cheaper than everywhere. Walmart is so cheap because the quality of the stuff isn't as well as some of these other places. We're getting fruit from Walmart, or even just meat in general. Meat from Walmart has hormones in it that's making you gain weight. It's processed food. When you get a chicken breast from Walmart, it says chicken breast with rib meat. I'm not trying to buy a chicken rib. I want a chicken breast. But when you're getting stuff like that, you're getting processed food with all other kind of things in it that you're not even trying to buy. So what I say to you guys is, it's not going to happen overnight. No, you can't just go in the store and just grocery shop for everything. But you can do things little at a time. And another thing me and Carl was talking about, he was like, at a place like this, like Whole Foods, it's no way they can accept EBT. I can't see anybody who has EBT going in here and buying this food. It's too expensive. And, you know, they could get more for their money somewhere else. So, of course, I asked the lady. She's like, yeah, we do accept EBT. But a lot of people don't come in and buy stuff with EBT. They even have organic dog food in there. It's just ridiculous. So, at the end of the day, guys, what I'm trying to say is, start with little things. Instead of getting white bread, if you still eat that, try wheat bread. Instead of getting like the regular pasta, try whole wheat pasta. We just picked up some spinach pasta. Try new things, little things at a time to get you to a healthier you. So guys, that's my show today. And remember, it's my view and it's always on point. Thanks.